Hi everyone, it's Zoe and welcome back to the Flicker of Hope Foundation's YouTube channel. Okay, so I've got two very special guests. I have got
Bruce McMenamin
and
Mark Nichols.
Now, these two gentlemen are on our Flicker of Hope board. So Bruce, why don't you tell us a little bit about your role?
Right, I'm a chartered accountant and I've known the family for 18 years. And in 2018, your mother and I were talking about you and your condition.
Yes.
And we were thinking that there was not enough work being done in Australia in raising funds and awareness for NF.
Yeah.
So Anne, being a very active woman, an energetic woman and a visionary, said, why don't we look at starting a charity? And I said, let's have a look at what else is around in Australia rather than starting another one needlessly.
Yeah.
So we did some examination and we couldn't find any organisation that was going to do what we wanted to do. And that is run it very efficiently, raise money and fund research and increase the awareness of NF in the world.
Yeah.
So you were the inspiration for me and clearly for your mother. Mark?
Wonderful. Well, my involvement with the Flicker of Hope started through our daughter who has NF and was a pen pal to you, Zoe, while we were in Hong Kong. And when we came back to Australia, we continued to have communications with Zoe and Anne. And then Anne approached my wife and I and said, well, look, we're setting up a charity. Would you like to be involved? And we had always said that we wanted, when we came back to Australia, to be involved in charitable, give back to society and the community. So we said, absolutely. And since then, we've been involved and it's been wonderful. You've certainly been an inspiration, Zoe, to the charity and what you've done in every way. And, the charity's gone from strength to strength with all what we've done in terms of research and raising awareness. So very excited to be involved.
Thank you. And it's great to have both of you obviously on board. Now, what is your role being on the Flicker of Hope
Flicker of Hope board? So my role, I'm the treasurer. So I look after managing all of the financial affairs, so the bank account and also the reporting on how we're going in terms of fundraising, how much we've raised, and keeping the board updated on all of those things.
Which is obviously very important when you're trying to raise funds for research.
Yes, and then also looking at when we raise money, how we can, can we afford to support this project for the next 2 to 3 years?
Yeah, so it's obviously a bit tricky to figure out which ones
to choose. Absolutely. We've got to have enough funds to do it, and does it meet with what the objectives are of what we want to do as a charitable enterprise. So.
Yeah, well, amazing. Now I'll go back to you for this next question.
Yes.
What does Flicker of Hope mean to you?
I think it's in its name. The notion of hope is vital for all of us, in that if you've got a condition like you've got, Zoe, it can be quite debilitating, not only physically, but certainly mentally. And to be able to do the work we're doing, I know it'll bring hope for people, because there is a chance, as remote as it might be, that we will find significant improvements and/or one day, I'm very hopeful, that we'll find a cure.
That's the aim, isn't it?
That's it. And if that gives everybody who's got to live with the condition, the hope, that's just keep hanging on, staying positive and supporting us while we support them, it's fantastic. That's what we want to do.
And now I'm going to ask you the exact same question. What does Flicker of Hope mean to you?
Well, Flicker of Hope means to give that, as Bruce was saying there, that goal for people. They can see there's this light in front of them that's going to, people are aware of their condition. There are people in the community who are raising funds to find treatments and cures and help improve the lives of those people with NF.
Yeah, so it's pretty important. It's pretty amazing, all the stuff we've
achieved.
been able to do.
Absolutely.
And I'll give you the final question. Why do you think other people should get involved with Flicker of Hope, whether it be donating or supporting us in another way?
Look, I've been very fortunate as chairman to be able to work with the people around the board and the table, but also all the volunteers we've got. And what is continuously apparent is the lack of awareness of the condition in the community. And as soon as we tell the story is in short terms, 1 in 2,500 people suffer from this, and the knock-on effect down the line, people just, their eyes open up and they get involved. They love the idea of what we're doing. I mean, what we do, $1 in, $1 out. $1 in's $1 for research. And these research projects which we've funded, 6 or 8 of them so far, they're very exciting, and they're bringing awareness. That in itself, to be able to tell that story, is why people do get involved once they hear the story.
Do you have anything to add to that, or what's your opinion on?
Well, getting involved, absolutely. I think not only just for Flicker of Hope, but as a member of the community, and you should always look as to how you can give back. And I think for the Flicker of Hope, as Bruce said, 1 in 2,500 people, Australians, have it. But I look beyond that. It actually affects the families of those people that have NF. Whether it affects the cognitive abilities of those people that have NF, or it affects their medical conditions, how they are. You've got to look at all of that. So trying to give back to the community through a charitable cause like Flicker of Hope is very important.
Yeah, well, thank you for joining me today, and thank you
pleasure.
for answering all of my questions.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Yes. Yep. Well done, Zoe.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. And as always, our important links are in the description box below. So our Facebook, our Instagram, and our website. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.